Fourth and final race for the Motul Honda Cup, and this is for the Gear X Trophy. Now, we have been talking about the Championship Series. It's the fourth round here at Hampton Downs, but Al, this has got nothing to do with points. This is just a bit of a fang around the track, I guess.
Yeah, straight out race. Our Championship races, we have 3 races per round, so this was an extra race that the Super Tours offered. So, yep, fastest at the front and go for it race with the trophy.
So Gavin Yort, it is out in the front in the Squawking Magpies Hankook Honda. He won race number 3 here at Hampton Downs. Let's see if he can repeat the dose, although Mark Walters looks like he might have got up around him here. And that looks like Shane Parsons in as well, so maybe Yort's gone back into third place as they head up towards the Dipper for the first time of 10 laps here at Hampton Downs. Down through the inside goes the points leader in the Championship Series, and that is Mark Walters.
Yeah, so you get the quickest cars to the front. Richard G's coming through in his K20 powered EK, and still dicing it out there and still pretty packed up.
So once again, if you're new to the Motul Honda Cup, I can tell you there is 4 different classes, distinct classes, racing in this 10-lapper. The H1, the 1600cc capacity engine, the H2, the 1800cc capacity engine, the H3, the 2-litre engine, and the H4 for 2-litre or bigger. And it is an H2 class runner at the moment in the form of Mark Walters leading as they head across the stripe. Hard for these the smaller capacity cars on the hills here at Hampton Downs, as we see the move coming here from Shane Parsons.
Yeah, demanding track, and yeah, definitely a power track. Mark does it well. He brakes late and has good cornering speed, but yeah, the power ends up telling.
So Shane Parsons in the front. Walters goes back into second place. No change for third or fourth. They stay status quo. There is Gavin Yort. Behind him, Martin Dunn, Richard G in there as well. Then it's Tim Pollard, the series sponsor. He is Mr. Motul here in New Zealand.
Yeah, Tim's been behind the class right from the start. Sponsors the series and also races, and you know, starting to do really well. And it's actually an ex-factory car from Japan that Motul used to run.
See coming into that picture, Grant Shirley as well, as we focus in on Richard G. Gee, he's been a busy man this weekend. Not only is he doing duty in the Motul Honda Cup, but he's also doing public relations for this amazing V8 Super Tours meeting.
Yeah, Richard is basically a driver of the Honda Cup class, so he's doing triple duty this weekend, so amazing job to get his head around the racing when he steps into the car.
As Yort gets a little bit racy again as they start their way up the hill here at Hampton Downs. It's 2.6 kilometre circuit.
Yeah, this is the power part of the track. The uphill, this is normally where the larger cars can get past.
This is the repowered Honda CRX of Shane Parsons in the front, and Yort makes the pass.
Yeah, Gavin's an experienced racer. You know, he's done 4 years in the BMW Mini Series. He won the Australian Masters in the Minis. So done a lot of laps, a lot of endurance racing, and he realised he wasn't going to win this race in the first lap.
Just watching their car number 22. This is Gary Shirley. His trailer car.
Yeah, Gary's a hard charger, ex-motocross rider. Driven that car for a number of years. That car's actually won a few championships with previous owners. And right behind him is Nutty, who's this year the first-time driver. Similar powered car and going amazingly well.
Tim Pollard just getting a little bit closer here to Martin Dunn. This is the battle for 4th and 5th on your screen at the moment. 6th coming into view as well. That is Richard G and then Grant Shirley. So 4th, 5th, 6th and 7th. You have a look at the ticker going across the top of the screen. You'll be able to see all the placings of this big field of Motul Honda Cup cars. I think we had something like 30 face the starter for race number 1.
Yeah, big field. We actually wanted to put more on the track, and the officials said, look, you've got enough, and I think they were right. 30's enough. It gets congested, and chance of an accident does increase when the numbers get up. You've got 2 basically semi-stock cars here, DC5s. They're quite heavy cars, but they do perform well. And right behind Richard G, which has got the same engine as the DC5, which is a repowered car.
Tim Pollard wants to have a good long look as they head down into turn 1. Caught up on the outside of the racetrack. Martin Dunn's been around long enough to know that if I hold my line, he's not going to get past me around the outside.
Yeah, good close racing. Everyone's giving everybody room, makes it exciting, and keeps the cost down.
Richard G starting to figure into this battle as well. And how many times do we see it when the 2 in the front of this battle group start battling? That brings the rest of the field up, and you see that with the Banklink car coming up there. Yeah. 3rd car on your screen at the moment.
I think Martin's experienced enough. Once he gets past, he'll make the break. Tim hasn't done as much racing, and I think you'll probably find that Richard will get up the side of him at some stage. So
into the Dipper they go, this crowd-pleasing part of the circuit here at Hampton Downs, and Richard G is right in this fight now. remains to be seen if you're going to tow Grant Shirley up into the battle as well.
Yeah, I think as we said, he's tagged on the back, and I think we might have the 4-car train soon. And interesting here, actually, you've got Tim Pollard, the Motor Man, Dunny, Filter Master, he's another sponsor of the series. Richard G, Watt Bike, he's another sponsor as well. So, all these are the guys that are actually making the class happen and getting out there and racing, and it's amazing that actually sponsors get out there and charge and actually feature at the front of the race.
Well, Tim Pollard had a mid-corner correction, but he got a great drive off the big sweeper at the top end of the circuit, and that's paid dividends for him because he's got up in front of Martin Dunn. Remember, this battle we're watching at the moment, 4th and 5th.
Yeah, best of mates, and they're out there doing it, giving each other room and respect. It's really good to see.
This is the 4th and final race for the Motul Honda Cup, and what a fantastic weekend it's been for them. And this man is going to cap it with a victory out of the sweeper for the last time at the bottom end of the circuit, and heading up over the long front straight, up over the top of the hill. Checkered flag will fly, and it will be Shane Parsons gets the win. In 2nd place, it will be Gavin Yort. And in 3rd place, it'll be Mark Walters. So it is Shane Parsons that has the last laugh in the Motul Honda Cup and takes the Gear X trophy from Gavin Yort, Mark Walters, Tim Pollard, Martin Dunn, Richard G, Grant Shirley, Gary Wilson, Warren Tunley and Logan Morrell.